Yes, sir. So I heard you were involved in InvestFest this past weekend. How did that go?
Yeah, it was good. So I was in attendance. I'll make sure people understand that I was not on any panel or whatever. But and for people who don't know, InvestFest was like the first investment festival. So people have investment conferences all the time, but this was like a festival. So they had like concerts. They had like a merch booths and like all that stuff. So it was definitely fun. So it was fun to see people gathering together for enjoyment in bettering themselves, right?
Yes.
And investing. So going over topics like crypto, real estate, stocks, options, like all that stuff, and entrepreneurship. And the reason this one was different is honestly because most of the audience, there was a few other people peppered in, but most of the audience was Black people. So this was the first time that, it was mostly Black people focused in the room on investing and like financial literacy and all that stuff.
Wow.
And as people know, there is a wealth gap. You can go over the reasons why there's a wealth gap, but there is one there.
Yeah.
So to look at that and see that, I'll bring it back to the music sense, to see that people do want to just take action and like go, take care of their households and go better themselves and be financially free. I still encourage everybody who works here to be financially free. Like I come here because I want to come here.
Yeah.
And I encourage everybody else that like when you have your occupation or your career, you're just doing it because like you would be doing this anyway.
Right.
But as all the team here knows too, I also like give out some tips on like, hey, here's some of the stuff I'm doing on the side. You guys can go do it too.
Yeah.
But one of the panels at that conference, they had Jim Jones, they had like Ryan Leslie, they had some music guys there too.
Yeah.
Styles P was there. But one of the panels, Jim Jones, he did start his own coin.
Okay.
So he did this, I'm not sure how long ago he did it, but it's called the Capo coin, CAPO. It's not on Rally.
Okay.
So you can make a ERC20 token. It's like making your own crypto off of the Ethereum.
Right.
And that's what Rally is, but Rally just designed it to be a far better system than anybody else has. But Jim's coin is in existence out there, right? And so while he's on stage, he's talking about his coin, he's talking about NFTs and all that stuff, but they're on stage talking about, hey, wouldn't it be a great idea if I had like my coin and Styles P had his coin, Shad, the host of Earn Your Leisure, that's who put on the festival, like, hey, what if he had his coin? And like, as everybody's coin goes up, like there's like everybody's goes up and all that stuff. And I'm like, they really don't know that this idea exists out there.
Yeah, man.
So just by you guys listening to this show faithfully,
come on,
information that people who likely with a lot more money than you don't know yet.
Yeah.
So by getting in early to good ideas, if people are thinking of this idea and they're like, hey, that'd be a great idea. And you already know about that idea, like I'm not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. Go seek out financial advisement. This is for educational purposes only. But you do know that is a good idea to maybe put some money into. If like there's a whole conference that is talking about it. So the problem with starting your own, so people might have the question, so if Jim can go start his own and other people, I think Akon tried to start one of his own, if they can go do that, why don't I just do that on the Ethereum sidechain rather than do that on Rally? Reason being is because you need to have easy use cases for this, like easy access to it, easy liquidity. And one of the problems with trying to do your own is you have to go hire the developers. You have to like think about how you're going to get the liquidity out of it. Like you have to worry about listing on different exchanges. But with Rally, you already know that it's listed on Coinbase,
right,
the largest exchange in the U.S., one of the largest in the world. And people, outside investors, are already investing in Rally. Even if they're not using Rally.io to invest in the sidechain, they're still investing in Rally. So you have easy liquidity to the tune of like millions of dollars a day are exchanging per day on just Rally itself. And then there's billions of dollars exchanged per day on these exchanges. So that's the main reason. Not to mention all the other development features that go into Rally, such as like the weekly dividends, the functionality with Discord. Like you can program it in Rally and Discord that if somebody holds a certain amount of coins, that they automatically show up in your Discord. So if Tyree wants to have, hey, hold 500 Tyree coins and you get this access in our Discord, and I'll put you on the special list for any concerts or whatever, that can automatically show up with the Rally functionality. You would have to program all that yourself if you're trying to do your own coin. So just putting you guys on game that there's definitely more people who are starting to think along these lines. We were thinking about this back in April, as you guys can go look back at that episode. Rally beat us by a few months. Otherwise, I was going to go raise the money and try to do this, but they're doing it very, very well. That's why we keep sending people to them. So that's that big takeaway for the music world from InvestFest. And you guys can definitely go check out Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to them. They can teach you more about, like, we don't get too much into real estate here. It just doesn't make that much sense with music. We do talk about stocks a little bit, and then the crypto as well. Obviously, we talk about crypto a ton. We don't talk about other coins as much. We talk about more so the music space. But you guys can get more broad information with them for all the music stuff. Like I said, we started to bring this up a few months before the other people did, because like this is our space. So you guys know you can get a little lead time on other podcasts or music channels out there. Just by listening in. So don't be greedy with it. Go tell another musician. Go tax money in the comments. Go share this with them. Go post it on your socials, because it's not as fun if your friends aren't winning too. So don't be so greedy that you don't share the information with them. But make sure you guys are listening. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, because you're doing yourself, as you can see, a huge disservice by not subscribing and looking at every video. So guys, that's how InvestFest was. Great conference overall too. But that idea, they didn't even know it exists.
Crazy, man. Crazy to think about. Appreciate you for giving us such value, and you should feel privileged to be a part of this community. All right. So, that's all we got.